Hey guys, Sandy here. Welcome back to my channel. So today I am going to be scrap lifting the amazing Patricia. I have scrapbooked with her in real life and I just loved this layout from way back on her Instagram. So I am going to go ahead and scrap lift her. Now she did have that paper, and I don't have a paper that looks exactly like that. So I'm using the new fishnet stencil from Scrapping Reflections, and I'm using some Nouveau embellishment mousse, and I'm just kind of using the Nouveau spatula to fill in the gaps. So this Nouveau spatula, I hold it a little bit differently than I hold my other palette knives, just because it moves differently. The blade of the spatula is a lot more flexible than a palette knife, so I just have that. I am using a printed background here that I could not tell you where it came from. All I know is that it came from a paper pad and it has text on it, and I'm covering up a good portion of it. There's family words on there, so other than that, I don't know what it is. Now this picture right here, this is a picture of my husband, and I don't know if you can tell, but he is wearing a Disney trash can shirt. Yes, you guys, they make Disney trash can shirts. So I was at the Disney store and I saw it and I geeked out and I was like, I gotta buy it for him. Like, will he wear it? Will he wear it? Like, it doesn't matter. You know what? It doesn't even matter if he's not gonna wear it. I'm gonna buy it and I'll end up wearing it or something. So, of course, Lana was with me and, she's totally encouraging me to buy the Disney trash can shirt. So I bought it and I brought it home, and of course my sweet, sweet husband decided to model it for me and completely made my day and my life, just wonderful, wonderful stuff going on right there. So our next Disney trip, that man is going to be wearing that shirt. So I'm just super excited about it. I have made the decision this is not going in the Disney Trash Can album. The albums are just for legitimate Disney trash cans. Now, in Patricia's layout, she did have some dark blue at the top and the bottom, and I decided to go with this kind of teal polka dotted washi. Now, this is a time where I am totally pulling the colors out of my photo. And that's not something I do a whole lot. Most of the time I just scrapbook with whatever I want to scrapbook with. But in this case, it was definitely a conscious effort to pull the colors out of the shirt so that the layout coordinated with the shirt. Now, there are people that pick their papers and their embellishments based off of their photo. It kind of blows my mind that somebody does that all the time. But hey, if that's what gets you scrapbooking and that's what fulfills your soul, then dang it, you just go for it. But me, I'm just kind of like, whatever products I feel like using, that's what I'm going to use. In this case, I want it to, have the matchy stuff. And I really do love how this layout turned out, you guys. So I have these embossed tags, and these have been in my stash for a while. I don't have many left, but I decided to go ahead and grab some ink. I think it might be Lagoon, and I'm just using my Pink and Main blender brush to lightly go over the areas. And what is happening is the embossed areas are getting a little bit darker than the non-embossed, the debossed areas, right? So I'm just going to continue to do that until they are both inky. Now in the video, you really can't see the ink on these tags. The lights are kind of like washing out the color, but I promise you on the layout and in real life, you can see it. So I'm just trying to figure out where these bad boys need to go. I went and pulled a couple of my 6x6 papers so that I could use them for the layers that Patricia had off to the side here. Now I'm going to make my layers a little bit larger than hers, and I think I have a few less layers than her too. Now look at that. Look at those butterflies on the back side of that paper. Nobody needs that in their life. So I'm using the teal side of it. I am going to go ahead and pop up the photo on the fun foam. So if you watched yesterday's video, you will know that that fun foam was found hanging out with the unfun foam. And I'm like mixing the foams over here. I do believe I made this layout before yesterday's layout though. So there is that. Now, well, you can see the ink a little bit better when I have the photos held up like that. So now I'm just going to position it here over top of my Nuvo embellishment mousse. And in case I didn't say it earlier, the reason why there was a big old gap there in the center was because I knew my photo and layers were going to go there, and it was kind of a waste of embellishment mousse to put it down there. Now, if I had no idea which direction I was going, I just knew that I wanted to stencil, I probably would have stenciled the entire area, just because I didn't know. Like, I wouldn't know which direction I wanted to go, and I didn't know, or I wouldn't know which areas, you know, I could leave open and blank. But in this case, could totally leave them open and blank. So I'm bringing in some khaki and gold. I think khaki is a good match for this layout. And then I have these little fishtail banners, and they aren't two-sided fishtail banners. They are only one-sided, so I overlap them so that it looks like it's two-sided. And then I threw a brad up there. I'm going to throw an acrylic heart, and then I have these this puffy heart that says love on it, and these came from some Amy Tangerine collection. Who knows from what. It also came from the collection that had those little like suede, almost suede poofs, and I unwrapped them all and turned them into fringe. Whatever collection that was, you guys, I don't know. So then I go ahead and add a little bit more down here. And I pull out some cork embellishments, and these are just a couple little plus signs, just so that I can have kind of that brown khaki color throughout the layout as well, instead of just this orange and green. Like I want a little bit more of a neutral, so that is going to help. Now I go ahead and put another one of those banners over here at the bottom. I am going to overlap a couple words and word phrases, and I'm just picking the ones that I feel are applicable to the story, because, you know, the story is my husband loves me enough to wear a Disney trash can shirt. Like, how many husbands would do that? I don't know. I don't know how many like people like Disney trash cans as much as I do, where I scrapbook about them. Maybe there's a bunch of scrapbookers that scrapbook Disney trash cans. I don't know. I haven't really researched that. I kind of felt like I was almost a one-off right there. So I am going to add more phrases down here. I also add these little teal hearts. Now these are one of my favorite things in the world. I get them from Michael's, and they come with 4 or 5 different colors: purple, yellow, pink, teal, and green. I guess that's 5 colors, and they're just the perfect tiny little heart to add onto your layouts. So now I've got the word phrases down, I've got the heart down, and my foam that I put underneath of the heart was a little too thick, so I grab a different foam that is a little bit thinner, and now my heart doesn't feel like it's like popping off the page, off of the page. Like it looks like it's part of the page instead of like trying to escape it. So I have these peachy letter stickers that I got from Hobby Lobby on clearance, and I'm just trying to figure out what I want to say. So I am going to spell the word shirt with them. I'm just going to put them right across this word phrase. It's going to give me a great base to get those letters on there. And I do dot the I just because I think it is super cute. And then I'm going to go find some tiny letter stickers, and I'm going to place those on the page as well. And that was me just trying to figure out where they were going to go. Like, did I want them over top of shirt? Did I want them kind of over top of the S? Like, where did I want it to fit? So I end up spelling out love the shirt, and it goes all the way to the edge of my circle there, and I'm okay with that. I just felt like I needed a little something more, so I go to my wood veneer stash and I just find a couple of arrows. So I have the little curvy arrow that's going to go around the curve of the S. I have a little arrow that goes over here on the other cluster, and then I'm going to put this last arrow up here at the top. Now this last arrow has these little bits at the quiver that can come out, so I just use my craft knife to go ahead and get those out so you see the holes. And then I'm using my favorite liquid adhesive ever. This is the Nouveau Deluxe adhesive. And I'm just going to go ahead and get these bad boys adhered down so that they are in place. So I am completely loving this. You know, I try a couple different things. I'm like, do I need to add some enamel dots? And ultimately I decide I really don't need to. There's, you know, kind of enough of embellishment. I'm trying out some clear dots. They don't feel right either. So then I'm just going to basically write my journaling down. I am going to use my black Muji pen. I am going to journal right on top of the patterned paper here. And I'm just like looking at it and trying to figure out where exactly I want my journaling to start and what that is going to look like. So it takes me a few moments rather to gather my thoughts. Come on, Sandy, get it together, girl. Start writing. So I eventually start writing. And I just, you know, say all the good things I just said about my husband being such a good sport with the shirt. I don't know. I just love the shirt. I try to get him to wear the shirt on a regular basis, but it's not happening yet. So, I mean, he looks great in it. It's a great color on him, so he should wear it more often, right? Right. So I am just going to wrap up the journaling right here. It's just going to be a couple lines, you guys. And then I do believe that is going to do it for this page. So I love the layout, love the shirt, love the man in the photo. It's all good things. Now you need to check out the link down below. I'll have Patricia's Instagram down there so that you can be inspired by her as well. Thank you so much for joining me today, guys. I will see you guys real soon for another video.